What's the cruelest punishment you ever got for something you didn't do? I was 15 when the Henderson County School Board accused me of hacking their entire computer network and stealing standardized test answers. The accusation came on a Tuesday morning in October, delivered by our vice principal, Mr. Morrison, who pulled me out of third period chemistry and walked me to his office without explanation. "We have evidence you accessed restricted district files," he said, sliding a manila folder across his desk. Inside were printouts of server logs showing my student ID number associated with unauthorized logins to the district's administrative system. The timestamp showed activity at 2:30 in the morning on dates going back 3 months. I stared at the papers, genuinely confused. "I don't understand. I've never even tried to log into anything besides the student portal." Mr. Morrison leaned back in his chair and studied me with the expression of someone who had seen too many lying teenagers. "The evidence is clear, Marcus. Your student credentials were used to access confidential test materials and grade databases. The IT department has been tracking this for weeks. What I didn't know was that my student ID number had been compromised during a data breach at a third-party educational software company 3 months earlier. The breach had exposed login credentials for over 40,000 students across 12 school districts, but Henderson County's IT department either missed the security bulletin or failed to act on it. Someone had been using my credentials to systematically steal test materials and sell them to students willing to pay for answers. The school's IT coordinator, a man named Dennis Kruger, had been conducting his investigation without consulting outside security experts or following proper digital forensics procedures. He had simply looked at the server logs, seen my student ID number, and concluded I was the perpetrator. No one had bothered to check whether my credentials might have been stolen or used by someone else. "We're suspending you immediately pending a full investigation," Mr. Morrison said, already reaching for the phone to call my parents. "This is a serious matter that could result in criminal charges." My mother arrived 20 minutes later, her face pale with confusion and anger. She worked as a nurse at the county hospital and had left in the middle of her shift. "There has to be some mistake," she kept saying as Mr. Morrison explained the evidence against me. "Marcus wouldn't do something like this." But the printouts looked damning. Page after page of server logs showing my student ID accessing administrative systems, downloading test files, and viewing grade databases. The activity had been methodical and sophisticated, suggesting someone with advanced computer skills and detailed knowledge of the school's network architecture. Dennis Kruger joined us in the office and spread out additional evidence on the conference table. He was a thin man in his 50s who spoke with the confidence of someone who had never been wrong about anything technical. "The intrusion pattern is consistent with someone who knows our system intimately," he said, pointing to highlighted entries in the logs. "This wasn't random hacking. Someone specifically targeted our most sensitive files." He showed us evidence of downloaded answer keys for upcoming advanced placement exams, altered grades for multiple students, and accessed personal information for teachers and administrators. The scope of the alleged intrusion was staggering. "Check the full story down here,"